for it. So that has been my campaign this week. But I had a fantastic day. I was able to I made a very terrible loss by the way today. I'm so sad.
Been a while.
But anyway, I made a terrible loss today. Terrible
Oh,
loss. But anyway,
I'm
it's all
sorry.
right. Yeah,
I'm
it's all
sorry.
right. We're gonna recover from that. So,
Yep.
tell me about your day. You've been very busy this week, Upe. You've been busy. You've been out of Lusaka. Now you're back and you're in Chitenge.
Yes,
Wow.
it's been very chill. Yes, the week was long. The week was
Hmm.
long, really hot because like Siavonga, I was literally melting. It's really hot there, but I came back into Lusaka yesterday and I worked from home today. So I've just been taking it easy today, which is great. And I'm grateful. I mean, if I just sleep one more night, I think I'll be better. My body is still a bit exhausted, but I'll live. Yeah, I can see
Fantastic.
we have people who have joined us. Please let us know where you're joining us from. Can you hear us? Is the sound okay? Is the picture okay? And can we get into the conversation? You are so welcome. Thank you for joining us. So, Shadrach,
Fantastic.
tonight we're talking about, over to you.
So tonight we are discussing the 10 habits that keep you broke. All right. These are 10 money habits that you must be able to avoid, guys, if you wanna progress with your financial journey. And I'm excited about these habits, guys, partly because we all have habits that we should work on. All right. We all have those habits that we have to look at and say, no, this habit is bad for me, it's not good for me. I have to stop this particular habit. So, guys, that's our discussion for tonight. And I'm very happy that you guys have joined us. It's always nice to be joined by you. So, I want to kickstart this with asking you a question. Upe, how about you? Can you share one of the habits among the 10 habits? Which one is your number 10 habit? Not the, let's start with the
Oh,
which one do you
going from the
think?
bottom up. Okay.
Yes.
Now I was ready to start from the top. Now,
Okay,
but
let's start from the top. Which one is your habit
that's
number
one.
one? Money
Yeah,
habit number one that somebody should
yeah.
avoid if they want to improve financially.
Pardon?
Money habit number one. Which one is your
Yeah.
number one?
Okay. My number one is okay. So I'm thinking we could do what we always do, right? When we talk about being broke, we're talking about like basic definitions, not having money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we work with basic definition. Why is it that you're consistently not having money? And when we talk about habits, we're talking about things that people do habitually. Consistent. I hate when I have to describe something and I have to use the root word. But yeah, it's something
Yeah.
that you keep doing that keeps you broke, right? And what my number one would be having a scarcity mindset. Hi, Faith. So good to see you, Faith Takala. Big shout out. You're so welcome. So my number one, Shadrach, would definitely be having a scarcity mindset. And for me, that's a habit because it doesn't have to be that way. You can change how you think about something by exposing yourself to new information. So for me, number one would be having a
Yes.
scarcity mindset, right?
All
So I
right.
can
So
go
now
on.
yeah,
Mhm.
please go ahead and explain it. What is the scarcity mindset?
Yeah. So for me, a scarcity mindset is having a mindset that thinks from a point of lack, right? So let's
Yeah.
take, for example, right? Someone grew up in a home that is considered poor by the standard of people, right? And then you carry that on because that was the narrative growing up. You choose that this is what your life is going to be. Now, how does this manifest as far as I can see from people? One is, for instance, if I studied, for example, teaching, right?
Yeah.
I just
Yes.
believe that the rest of my life I will be standing in front of a classroom. And if my
Yes.
salary is 5,000 kwacha or 10,000 kwacha, that is what I will earn for the rest of my life. And I will be
Yes.
waiting for promotions to happen. right?
Yes.
While someone who may have a more abundance mindset and opportunity mindset, other people have gone on to become consultants. Like I tell you about, we have a consultant who is a doctor now, who started off as
Yeah.
a teacher, but he has
Yeah.
gone on to become like a PhD. He reviews PhDs. He consults with our
Yes.
institution, organization, and he
Yes.
started as a teacher, right? And then
Yes.
another way to see it manifesting is when people have unhealthy competition. I've heard this, I mean, I haven't worked in Boma, but I've heard this in Boma, where people like backstab each other to get to the top, you know, like to get to a promotion. People are bootlicking, there's no boundaries. They just do everything they can to get to the top rather than building healthy boundaries and working hard and improving your education, improving skills, so that you open up your job opportunities beyond the government, for instance, or if it's an institution where there's no room for you to grow, you open up. So I feel like having a scarcity mindset for me, because what's going on in your head is where all the problems begin. What would be your number one?
All right. So my number one money habit that people should avoid, and this one is a very, very bad habit. All
Yeah,
right. Is hero mindset.
I like it.
You know,
Yeah,
you know,
what does it mean?
if all of us one time just sat ourselves down and asked ourselves this question: the
Yeah,
past month, how much money did I give out to people that I like? Not people I don't like, people that I like. All right.
yeah.
You'll
Mm-hmm.
be shocked how much money you've been giving. Now, hero mindset, this is a mindset where there are people when they have money, they want
Mm-hmm.
to take it upon themselves to sort out other people's problems.
Yeah.
There are people who say, you know what, I hate it when I see someone else suffering. I just can't see someone else suffering. When I have money, I just fail. I just want to help.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys. Helping
Yeah.
is a good thing. We all want to help, but that helping part is a very bad money habit, because every time you have money and you feel the need to help somebody, you should know it will be twice as hard for you to progress. Do you know why I say that? I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
be frank. It's because it's not your fault that people have problems. All right. Be
Yeah.
okay not being able to help.
Yeah. Healthy
Let me repeat
boundaries.
that. Let me repeat
Yeah.
that. It's not your fault that people have problems. So don't feel guilty when you're unable to help. That's
Yeah.
a very good mindset to have, because if you are the kind of guy that wants to help everybody in your family, in your friendship circles, in your workplace, do you
Mm-hmm.
know that the people you give money have more money than you? Some of you. There are people who have more money than you, but they'll still ask from you because they think you are so disorganized and your money has got nothing to do. So even though they have the money that they can use on themselves and spend on themselves, they would rather ask from you because they're disorganized. And here's how they compensate you. They say something like this. I've heard this quite. They say, you know what? If not for Bupe Panopanga Ndanga Katuishi Mandini, Bupe fail to Afwa. They make you feel, they give you the responsibility you shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
So having a hero mindset is a
Mm-hmm.
very bad money habit. Set priorities and understand that it's not your fault that people have problems. Don't feel
Yeah.
guilty if you're unable to help, because that hero mindset. Imagine you want to pay for your sister's school fees, which is a good thing, but you can't afford. You want to help your mom, you want to help your cousin, your friends, your neighbors, even people you don't like. You just look like they're about to die, you give them money. You think it's going to sort out their money problems. Come on. Hero mindset is a problem, is a case that must be cut. All right. Now, guys, make no mistake. I love to help people myself. Guys, I've been a victim of giving money unnecessarily. I've given money in my life. I've given money, real money, not dongoristic amounts. I've given big money, Bope. I've been to points where I touch my back pockets. I get a 5,000, a 10,000, and even high amounts, and I just give somebody without thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a victim of that. And the moment I sat myself down, said, you know what? Where am I going to go with this kind of attitude of always wanting to be the nice guy? All right? You
Yeah.
want to grow. The people you are giving money are building houses. What do you have? Praises. No, what we know is helps us. You're helping people who are building houses. You're helping people who are living comfortable lives than you. You look like you're about to die. because you are a hero. So that hero mindset is a very bad money habit.
Yeah.
Guys, even if you are the one working in the family, can you set boundaries? Can you have a plan? You can't always be the one helping. And when I talk about helping parents and siblings, people attack me. You know, I had somebody attack me in my inbox. Now, let me tell you this why I discuss this hero mindset.
You did tell me.
The,
Tell me.
the hero mindset is so toxic that it can make you have a bad relationship with your siblings.
Absolutely.
Let's say you have a mom or you have a dad or a parent or whatever it is, and then you are the only one who is always spending on your parents every month, which is a good thing. All right. Make no mistake. Understand this one very well. You are spending on your dad, on your mom, and everybody else close to you. It's a fantastic thing because all of us want our parents to be happy. But do you know that can put you at loggerheads with your other siblings? Because if you keep showing off that you have enough, you're always spending, your other siblings may be able, whenever they say, what? Tell him he's going to sort it out. Tell her she's going to sort it out. All right. So you end up stressing more than your other siblings because they're only going to be paying for mom's bills, dad's bills, this younger sister's bills, this younger brother's bills. Other siblings will be leaving everything to you. Sometimes they just want to pressure you. All right. Say she's going to sort it out. It's going to sort it out. Because you have a hero mindset. You've shown to them that you have enough to spend when you actually don't even have enough to spend. So if you have siblings and they are alive, talk to them. Guys, how are you going to be helping mom and dad? How much are you going to be contributing monthly? Because I'm not their only son. I love them. I want what's best for them. But you should also have an input in their welfare. You contribute so much. I'm going to put so much. Let's help our parents together. So be able to bring other siblings on the table. Don't be a hero alone.
Yeah.
Make no mistake. It's okay to help your dad, to help your mom. But it's not okay to be the only one helping your mom and dad. When you have other siblings, talk to them. Don't be a hero. Some people just wake up and say, what? Chula, why are you spending money? So and here's the issue. Here's the issue, guys. The reason why some people do that, it's a weakness. No, giving is a weakness. And let me explain it this way, Bupe. Do you allow me to just be honest about this issue, Bupe?
Yeah, we're here for it. We're here for it.
You see, guys, tell me what you think in the comments. Tell us what you think. Tell us what do you think about what this comment.
Everyone is like, there's lots of people who are saying like, I can relate to that, and I'm working on them. And you see, that's why I've then been laughing. Like, you are talking, and I'm seeing the reactions in the comment, and then I'm like, yep, he's preaching to someone.
It's not. You know, giving is a terrible weakness. Some people have this weakness that when they give, sometimes they're even stressed. They don't even know why they gave it out in the first place. They remain, giving at the expense of your own peace of mind is a case. But a lot of people have this weakness. They just can't say, I do not have, because they feel like they're going to be thought of to be somebody who has no money, or maybe somebody will think you are stingy. Man, it's not your fault people have problems. I keep repeating this. People will always have problems. So don't think it's your job to sort out other people's problems. So giving is a weakness that, if not handled properly, it can be the reason why some of you are not progressing, because you're overgiving, right? There's a point where you begin to give money, you begin to help everybody, but at the moment, just shut it, close it down, tell people to help. You know what, guys? I'm not able to do this for you because at the moment things are rough. Don't be a hero. I'm going to repeat that one, guys. Don't even feel guilty about it. I'm going to tell you, the first time I told somebody that I do not have, I felt so guilty, all right? I felt so guilty, Whoopi, that I thought, you know what? And then, because it's a thing where you feel like you are better than other people, like you are not suffering than other people. But maybe you're even suffering more than the people you're giving out money. And if you had the chance to see how the people you give money enjoy themselves, you would cry. Because you are stressing.
They're enjoying themselves, but it's just about prioritizing and setting those boundaries. Yeah.
Abantu una bomba 30 days wali chula wali kushawota ba boss. Wapera bano. Nangu wapera wa brew. Because
Yeah.
you need to think, it's okay to think about you for. That's what the Bible says. Don't remove the straw out of someone else's eye when you have one in your own eye. Can you please begin by removing yours? So first of all, can you sort yourself out before you can think of the other person? There's nothing wrong with that. Now, we feel guilty. I've been a victim of this guilt. You feel so guilt. Is my relative, is my cousin, is my sibling. Sometimes just say I don't have. It's okay.
It's okay.
Don't make yourself the last option. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't be someone else's last option. Some people tell you, no, you're my last hope. Come on now. How am I your last hope? How many people are on earth that are alive that can help you? There are a lot of people you can talk to. I'm not your last hope. So don't be in a position of being someone else's last hope, but refuse that position. I received a message in my inbox, and I keep receiving this more often. Some friends from school tell me, Shadwick, I know I have a committee, and I would like you to be in the committee. I simply say no.
Yeah.
So we've not talked in 10 years. Yeah. And you just wake up today, you tell me to be in your committee. Come on now. We've not talked in 10 years. I'm not going to be your hero at your wedding day. All right?
Yeah.
So being able to say no, now for a person like myself, it has become easier to say no. Do you know why? Because almost every day somebody asks me about money. Almost every day I have a message from either on WhatsApp, either on inbox. So now I've reached a point where I've gotten news and said, "What? It's not my fault that people have problems. I can only do what I can when it's necessary." I have commitments also. I have bills to settle. I'm not going to be someone else's Father Christmas. So hero mindset, that is my number one money habit that people must avoid if they are to grow.
I love it. And I just wanted to add to that by saying that sometimes this hero mindset is so deeply entrenched in us because of the tradition and the Ubuntu, that where we come from, right? So for instance, when we talk about giving to parents and siblings, there are a lot of parents. Just recently in the last week, I did listen to a parent who was saying, okay, I'm taking this child to school so that child can then take the other ones to school, right? So there are a lot of things entrenched in our culture as well that contribute to that. So you will find that like maybe if you don't give, right? If you don't give, then ukatipwa, you'll be cursed, right? And then you won't make.
Just because watala muntu akutipachela bomba tafibomba kumutana futi
you see, people don't know that that's not how it works. Even the Bible says that a curse is not deserving. It won't, right? And the same Bible which tells you to be taking care of your relatives is the one that teaches you that you should learn from the ant you gather in one season for the next. So how are you going to gather if you keep giving everything that you have? So I think one of the ways that people can start to break away from the hero syndrome, like you have told us, is simple tools like budget and plan. Tell yourself, okay, if you tell yourself 10% of what I earn is going to go to giving, when that 10% in that month is exhausted, you can say, even if you have put money away for investing, for school fees or whatever, when someone comes to you and says, oh, I need this money and you're my last hope, you legit do not have that money because what you had set aside to give away is already gone, right? So it has a lot to do with planning, like you have said, setting priorities, setting boundaries. And we're not saying go and shout at people at the top of your voice and tell them I don't have, you are the reason why I'm broke and not moving forward. We're just saying set your own boundaries within and say no. If someone comes to you and then they say they need your money, just tell them this is not a good time, or next time you need something, tell me in advance and then I can plan for it. If you can. But I really, really love that both our number ones were starting with a mindset. I really like that. So we move on to number 2. I think one of the worst money mindset, one of the worst habits people have is buying things to prove that they have a certain lifestyle. Like buying for sure. Buying for sure, telling people that I am at this level. And I'll give you an example. This is something that people struggle with in careers. You you are a chartered accountant, Shadrach, I'm a lawyer. So there's a certain expectation after 5 years of practicing or however long you have practiced. People expect that maybe you'll be driving a 4x4 or
Yeah.
like a Benz or whatever. And
Yeah.
then you feel
Yeah.
that pressure to keep up with your mates or your peers in that
Yeah.
bracket, because they are living a certain lifestyle, and people go on to
Yeah.
buy to live up to that standard, even if
Yeah.
they can't afford it. So I think for me that's like a bad habit, because there's a lot
Very
of
much.
money that's lost in it. So for instance, if I'm earning 10 or 15,000 kwacha, right? And then I go and buy a Mercedes Benz, right? And because it's an expensive car, Wisdom, in fact, any car, Wisdom demands that it should be
Yeah.
comprehensively insured, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
mechanic for fixing that is a lot more expensive than it would for my little Toyota outside,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then fuel is more expensive in the Benz, and only using this because of you, is more it's more expensive in the Benz than a little Toyota outside,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if I say I am working with Shadrach and I really like Shadrach's car, let me go and buy it because we're peers, then I'm taking away from I'm eating at my seat, basically.
Yeah.
So that would
Yeah.
be my number two, shopping to live an unrealistic lifestyle for the
That's
gram.
that, that's a very important point, Poppy. And do you know why people live like that? No, kwa abantu abathi mafe life yapa fancy, you know? The life yapa fancy, yeah, but no my net is
Yeah.
bad by the way. But on a serious note, Poppy, kwa fi abantu kwa but mafe life yapa fancy, yeah. No, there are people who are broke, but it's like they don't understand that they are broke. Yes, my
Yeah.
friend. Okay, I'll be coming
How
soon,
is
okay?
that? Yeah.
Thank you, bye. Brian, sorry guys about that. Get this bag. Yeah, so guys, like I'm saying, there's some people who pay our if you're fancy.
Yeah.
Vanone, you know, don't think about for the kasapato kanyu, kajacket kanyu, tabafu what the basta to fiak for that, vanone, to my go to a new all the time. That kind of mindset is very bad. All right,
Yeah.
guys,
Very
if you want to go,
dangerous.
you know, I'm just gonna be honest. You know, I don't have to go like this. My job as a financial advisor to be honest with my clients, to be
Yeah.
honest with my audience, because I appreciate the support that I get from these people here. All right, so when they come here to listen to us like this, I have to be as honest as possible because I know they're adults. All right.
Yeah.
They actually this money mindset, this anonymous mindset is also very bad. And I agree with you 100%. Guys, like for me, for example, you know what? I have been to a workshop, I went with a passion.
Yeah.
Okay. I went to this workshop and everybody else, and I was the one facilitating. It was a high profile workshop. What the directors from very big companies, people get as high as 150,000 per month. And I'm the one who was conducting that workshop. And I went with a passion. All right. So some people who saw me drop out of the special were somewhat surprised because of the expectation. They expect a chartered accountant to come with a very big machine. All right. So this particular time, actually it was a taxi. I got a special. It was a taxi. So it took me there. So some people when they were shocked that I went to the special this particular workshop. So if you're not careful, because of people's expectations, you may want to go and buy a vehicle that you can't afford so that you can please people, just to satisfy your public image. Now, that mindset keeps you broke, right? If you have a phone like this one I have here, it's okay. All right? I use this phone, I talk properly, I don't have a problem with it. All right? Of course, I have other phones that I use, but I don't mind using this phone. If you can't afford a iPhone, don't feel guilt about it. It's okay.
Yeah.
If the phone that you're using is not broken, why should you fix it? Don't fix things that are not broken. It's a very bad money mindset. Always wanting to fix things that are not broken.
Yeah.
I think it's a bad money mindset. Can you let your money stay for a bit in your bank account? When you had your money, all right? It's okay to just watch it stay. Don't spend because it's available. So, Bopo, you're right. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, and some people, and just to ride on what you have just said about which phone you're using, right? So there are some people, Bambi Vatani, is just being stingy. Like they were saying, set proper boundaries. Don't be stingy. We're
Yeah,
not saying if
yeah,
you can afford, then you're stingy. But also, if you're using, for instance, the way Sharek is pointing to us, like a
yeah,
small phone,
yeah,
it's understandable if you had deliberately. It's important to have a plan, right? You hear me,
yeah,
Shadrach?
yeah,
If you have that phone
yeah,
and you know that your money is going somewhere where it's working for you and one day you'll be able to afford, that's
yeah,
important. But I'm not saying now just go and buy a little phone to use because, because. But yeah, just the importance of having a plan. Like if you have a plan and you're working towards that plan, it's okay to wait, Joyce, to postpone some of
yeah,
these desires until you get to
yeah,
where you want to go. What
yeah.
is your number two?
Number two, money problem that people should avoid. And I'm just gonna be honest with it.
Yeah.
Entertaining parasites in your life. Entertaining parasites. That's my money bad mindset number two. There are people dating parasites right now and they are okay with it. Whoop, if
I
you're
have
dating,
nothing
you're
to
dating, you're
find
dating a
out.
parasite, you are in trouble, my friend.
Tonight.
You are a husband before it's your time. You are a
Yeah,
dad before it's your time. All right. You are
yeah,
a wife before it's your time. That's a
yeah,
very bad money mindset. You never grow. All right.
yeah,
I always tell ladies when they come to my class, you know what, ladies, I have this program that I run for ladies, which I call Shadrik and the ladies. I talk
yeah.
to ladies about single ladies financial planning, and I tell them, you know what, no serious man in his right mindset will be in a hurry to impress you. Who are you? What is it that you have so much that is going to make a sensible man rush into a friend of spending on you when he has parents who are suffering? What is
Yeah.
it? What have you done so much that you've invested in yourself that can make a man in his right sense to just go into a friend's spending on you unnecessarily?
Mm.
What is it? What is that this man wants from you? Because a man who is serious in his right sense will not just meet you today, next week he begins to spend unnecessarily on you. It doesn't work like that in the real world. That's a red
Yeah.
flag. You have to run away because actually, I always say if a man is spending too much on you, it's a sign you're not going to go anywhere in that relationship. No serious man will be in a hurry to impress you. All right.
Yeah.
So a money mindset number two, according to me, is parasite entertainment. There are people who have parasites, lots of them in their lives. People that are just sucking you, and you're
Mm.
okay. Maybe you're not a cow. Can you shake off these parasites? All right. Just spend
Yeah.
on people that really deserve to be spent on. All right.
Mhm.
You can't
Yeah.
be spending money on everybody. So some people
Yeah.
have got parasites in their lives, especially
Mm.
boyfriends and girlfriends. You have this girlfriend who is so demanding. All right. And you're okay. What should I feel that change? What is it that is so unrepressible? I always ask people which one is easier to repress between money and the girlfriend? Tell me, Wupe, which one is easier to repress? Because to repress a girlfriend is very easy. To repress money, my friend, you have to work. It's very hard. Like, I'm just being honest. All right.
Debatable. I
I'm
think
not.
it's debatable. I
I'm
mean,
not.
if you
Listen, Wupe, I'm not. I'm not attacking anybody, but I'm just saying which one is easier to
hear
repress between hard-earned money and a girlfriend who is demanding. It is
it
easier to
depends.
repress. That depends. It's easy. It is easier to replace a girlfriend than money because if you have 100,000 and you blow it on a girlfriend, are you going? Do you know how long it's going to take for you to replace that money? It may take
Look,
you years.
okay,
There
let
are
me give
people
you a
right now in their 30s. Let me finish my thought, Bupe. There are
yes.
people in their 30s right now. They've never seen 100,000 before in their lives.
Yeah.
And then you have it, and you begin to spend on this girl, this lady who's just not reasonable. All right?
Mhm.
It doesn't work like that. You have to shake off this. If you have in a relationship where somebody's too demanding, dump them. That's my advice to you. Dump them and look for somebody sensible enough to understand that good things take time. All right. You can't have parasites all over your life and expect to grow. It's a very bad money mindset. People need to be
Yeah.
taught the truth, Bupe. If you have a man who's just always treating you like you are his mother, all right, wants you to do everything for him, wants you to buy for him all types of garments, just
Yeah.
dump this man. Dump this
Yeah.
man. All right. Don't let somebody else stress you so much before you even get married to them financially. That's a red flag. Dump them. So it's a very bad money habit of having
Absolutely.
people just suck you. People just ask for money from you in your life, and you're okay with it, giving it out. It's not a
Yeah.
good thing. So can you know who to bring close to you?
Yeah.
Not everybody must be close to you. If you start a relationship, it's not working. You see this person. There are people when you start a relationship with, you're going to know from the start, he just wants my money. He just wants
Yeah.
my job. There are men who are going to come to you for your job. All right.
Mhm.
And if the sad part that ladies know it and they are okay with it, they go ahead and marry a parasite. Even men know this woman has just come to me for this, and they go ahead. That's a very bad money mindset. Protect your money. Don't have weak controls. Protect your money at all costs. If you have friends who are just there in your life because you have something, can you cut them off? It's okay to be alone than to be with bad friends, right? You need to grow. So I'm just going to be as honest as I can, Bupe. I don't know what to think about that.
I completely agree. I completely 100% agree with you about don't date or marry a parasite. And if you have one, definitely shake them off. Where I was trying to say, which is easier to replace money or a girlfriend, is
Yeah.
where I was laughing because I was like, I honestly don't know, like which one is easier to replace. Because when I think about the the crazy that is the dating jungle. I mean, is it easy to replace with another human being? I guess it is, especially for a man if he has money, because a lot of women will flock him, right? But the question
Mhm.
is, how easy is it to find one that genuinely has a good interest at heart for the man when he has money? So that's why I was a bit like, I honestly don't know, because once you learn the principles of how to make money, all you have to do is just keep doing it and keep doing it, keep doing it. So it's easier, yes, for sure, to replace money. But then I'm like, I don't know about how easy it is to replace a good partner, because I tell you
No,
something,
no, 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 no. Bupe,
when I
that's not
passed
the
the
point. That's not the point. I'm not talking about a good partner will not stress you financially. Let's be clear
yeah,
about that. A good
yeah,
partner understands that you have responsibilities, maybe where you live. A good partner understands that you need to build something, you need to grow. They understand good things take time. A good
yeah,
partner, when you say you don't have, they'll understand you. They
yeah,
won't even stress you financially. Every
absolutely,
partner who stresses you financially is a bad partner. Leave that person
yeah,
if you're not yet married, right? You can't take up responsibilities of being a husband or being a wife before you even get married. You're going to suffer. So it's
absolutely,
a
one,
very bad money habit. It's a form of financial indiscipline. Dating somebody who's always demanding, always sucking you, always wanting to suck you of every coin that you have. Come on now. It's a bad money habit. It's a form of financial indiscipline. So can you leave that lady? Can you leave that man and look for somebody who understands that, you know what,
amen,
it's hard to make money in this economy. All right. You can't just be
amen.
spending it on people who are not grateful. Because if somebody's always demanding, always wanting you to spend on them, you are a
Yeah,
statistic.
yeah,
All right. It's
I
not okay.
like
It's not.
that.
You know what makes you feel valued is
Yeah,
being understood. When
yeah,
people want to be understood, all right, more than we want to be loved. You
yeah,
understand? More than we want to be appreciated, we want to be. If somebody can show they understand you, it makes you
yeah,
feel good. There's somebody who
absolutely.
understands me. That gives you a sense of comfort. Somebody understands my situation. It gives you a
Yeah.
peace of mind. And like somebody who's always sucking you for your little amounts of money, it's not a good thing. Guys, tell me what you think in the comments. Please tell us, contribute.
Yeah,
What do you think about
this
this
is easier to
discussion? Please, guys,
replace
we
a
need your
demand
views on this.
partner or money. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. So
What's your
for
number
me,
three bad money habit?
yeah, my number three bad money habit is having an unhealthy relationship with money. And I think about it in two extremes, right?
Yeah.
On the one extreme is thinking that money is evil. That's
Yeah.
the one extreme, right? Where you're like, no, we're supposed to be poor because God expects us to be poor. That extreme. And then the other extreme of having a poor relationship with money is when you worship money, right? where now there's nothing you won't do to get money. And you know this, Shadrach. I am a firm believer in a holistic perspective of approach to wealth, right? I believe that you must take care of your spiritual life. I believe that you must take care of your body, yourself. I believe that you must take care of your mind. I believe that you must take care of your relationships. So people who have an unhealthy relationship with money fall in one of two extremes, where they think money is evil and you shouldn't have too much of it because it's going to corrupt you. And then there's that other extreme where they're just about, let's secure the bag at whatever cost. You will do something illegal, you can kill. There's nothing you can't do for money. So I think that a healthy relationship with money is where you understand that money is a tool and it's just there to help you ease everything else around you. And if you want plenty of it, it's really okay. When the Bible says, and I say this in my book, Investments Simplified, when the Bible says that, money is the root of all evil, it's speaking to the love for money is the root of all evil. It talks about love. Love is when you love money, it puts you in a situation where you worship it. Shadrach, you are married. You know how it is. Where it's like if someone came and slapped your wife, Shadrach, how would you react? And then if someone,
Russia and Ukraine.
My point exactly. So the Bible is teaching us to not have that relationship with money. Have like that analogy of, if your palm is like this, right? And then something is like money is falling, right? If you have a mentality where you feel like money is not enough, no money will stay, right? But at the same time, if you have a mindset about money or a relationship with money that's open like this, you are easier able to catch it when it comes to you and it can flow to you. But the point of like these spaces, I think, is the freedom to allow some of it to go away. You allow it to lose. You're not so attached to it that your life comes to a standstill when you lose it. So for me, a healthy relationship with money is important, understanding that it is a tool to get you to where you want to go. But first, you need to know where you want to go. What does success look like to you? Is it having a 3-bedroom house? Is it having an 800-acre farm? What does it look like? So that when you start
All right, so we is it me who's breaking or it's you?
I'm okay. I hear you breaking, but let me check. Yeah, no, it's you who is breaking because I have to divide.
Is it me who's breaking or it's you who's breaking, because I can't hear you?
It's you breaking. Shadrach, can you hear me? It's you breaking because I'm monitoring it from another device.
All right, guys, please give us in the comments. Are you able to hear me clearly or?
Yeah. 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 So are you okay? Can you hear me now? Shadrach, can you hear me?
All right. Okay. I think it's me. Let me try and connect the other.
All
Yes,
right.
I can hear you.
Okay. All right. So you'll find us. Yeah. So the most important thing, is to know, like, what does success actually mean to you? Is it having 3 cars? So if you decide that you want to have 3 cars, or you want to have a big house on a farm one day, then you start to plan to do that within the capacities you have. Are you taking care of your mind? Are you taking care of your body? Are you taking care of your relationships? Because the worst thing that will happen is for you to have all those things, 10, 15 cars, have $1 billion in your account, but you have no one to enjoy those things with. So I feel like an unhealthy relationship with money is where you either worship it too much and everything else comes to a standstill until you get that money. But an unhealthy perspective also is when we go now and say, oh, I'm supposed to be humble, so I shouldn't have money. That's also a dangerous perspective, because in the world we have been called to be stewards. When God tells us that we should go and take care of the orphans and the widows, when he talks about, I was in prison, but you didn't take care of me. I was naked and you didn't clothe me. So if you choose to withhold your gifts, and if you choose to limit your potential in your earning capacity, how are you going to live out a life of service? So I feel like for me, the third important poor habit of money is how we perceive it, because we tend to move to one of two extremes. And the importance is to find the balance. Get clear on what does success mean to you. Don't go hate people who have decided that they want to be stinking rich and they're trying to work at it, while you have decided that you can earn little. And each of us has many gifts to allow us to make as much money as you want, as long as we put it in. Welcome back.
Yes, so I think my network was kicking me out. Guys, please tell us what you think about the issue at hand. Bupe,
so what do you think about a poor relationship with money?
yeah, Bupe, that's yeah, and I'm gonna agree with you. Here's what I tell people. Some people tell me, you know what, money can't buy love, money can't buy happiness. And that's the problem why they don't have money, most of them. People just say money can't buy happiness because they have no money. Right? That's why they say it. People who have money, when you say that, they look at you and they say, that's why you're poor. In their hearts, that's why you're broke. Because when you know the power that money gives you, the advantage money gives you, the number of options money brings in front of you. When your mom is sick, you're able to take your mom to different hospitals. You're able to fly your mom to India. You're able to fly your wife, your son to India, whichever country. You're able to take to a nice hospital, whatever hospital. You're able to afford medical. Money, the purpose of money is not to buy happiness for you. The purpose of money is not to buy love for you. Money is supposed to take away problems that make you sad so that you can be happy. Money is supposed to give you options. And that if that's not enough to give you some measure of happiness, guys, then I don't know what you want. So have a very good health and view of money. Don't demonize money as if money is bad. All right? Money can't buy happiness because you are broke. The moment you're going to have money, why do you go for work if money can't buy happiness? You go for work, you work. Money is supposed to take away problems that make you sad so that you can be happy. And this is what I answer people say money can't buy happiness. I just say, yeah, you're right. The purpose of money is not to buy happiness, to take away things that make you sad so that you can be happy. And then you decide for yourself what that means. Right? So have a good health with money. Money gives you options. Money is a good thing, guys. All right. Ask married people right now who don't have money how they are struggling. It's painful to look your wife in the face and say I love you when she's not eating. It's difficult. You can't do that. It's hard to look at your hungry child and say, you know what, I love you. I'm your dad, and I'm gonna provide for you. It's difficult to say that when you are broke. You have no food at home. Your children are hungry. Do you know the pain that a parent has got to go to look at the face of a hungry child? You go out to look for food. You come back, there's no food at home. And then your son runs and says, Daddy, hoping that you brought food, then you have nothing. It's painful, guys. So let's not act like money is nothing in our lives. Money means a lot. All right? Money. So the moment you change your view of money, you begin to think of money as a tool, like Bupe is saying, a tool to help you eliminate some stress-related illnesses in your life. A tool to help you have a healthy relationship, all right? Because if you're always broke, even your love life will be affected, to be honest with you. In case you think, usually bachelors say that, all right? Bachelors say, no, but when you're married, you're going to understand the value of money because you need to pay rentals. You need to buy blankets. You need to buy food. You need to have a TV in your home. You need a freezer. You need good food in your home, all right? Nothing is going to make sense in your marriage if you're always hungry. I'm going to tell you honest, guys. You need food. You need shelter. You need to support your children, your wife, and yourself. So, yes, if you tell me money can't buy happiness, I say, yes, it can't. The purpose of money is not to buy happiness, but to take away a problem that make you sad so that you can be happy. And if that's not a good thing, then I don't know what good thing means to you. Money gives you options to go to a nice hospital when your mom is sick, when your dad is sick, when you are sick. Money gives you options to eat what you like. There are people right now who can't eat what they like because they have no money. There are people who can't wear what they like because they have no money. I was in that shoe before, where I just ate food because it was available, because it's food. All right? And then when I see somebody tells me bad things about money, I just say, you know what? You have no idea what you are missing out. Money is a good thing. So have a good relationship with money. You know, there's a way your subconscious mind works, Bobe. Bobe, if you can allow me to just bring this point to the table. Why is it so hard for human beings to do what those little things that can improve our lives? Why is it so hard? It is so hard. It is so hard because that's how the brain has been designed. The brain has been designed to keep us away from things that make us feel uncomfortable. The brain has been designed to make us survive. All right. So every time you begin to feel uncomfortable about something, the brain says, "Not why is it uncomfortable?" The brain begins to find a million ways of protecting you from that which makes you uncomfortable, because that's the way the brain operates. That's why it is so hard for people to get money and put into a government bond than it is for them to simply get money and go into a lodge and sleep with a stranger they don't know and share money with that stranger. It is easier for people to do that. Why is it so easy for somebody to go and book a lodge and sleep with a stranger and spend money on a stranger? But they can't use the same money to put into a government bond. Why? Because naturally the human mind wants comfort. The human mind wants anything that looks good. So if sleeping with somebody makes you feel good, the brain is going to support you to give you a million ways how you can do it. All right? So whatever makes you feel uncomfortable, the brain takes you away from it. So the moment you begin to doubt even a bit, the brain gives you a million ways of why it's a bad idea, because that's how it has been designed to protect you from uncomfortable things. So the moment you begin to feel uncomfortable with money, the brain is going to act in that same way. Why do you think some people find it easier to make money? It's because they know money is a good thing, all right? Subconsciously, they've convinced themselves it's a good thing, they're going to get there, and their brain switches begins to give you different ways of how you can make money. Different ways. Guys, have you ever thought one day you sleep? Try this, guys. This is what I teach people that are forgetful in my classes, for other forgetful classes. This is what I tell people that are forgetful. I say, you know what? Think about things that you like before going to bed. If you have a problem that is bothering you, think about how you can overcome it before sleeping. Do you know what? One day you wake up at the middle of the night and an idea will pop up, boom, a solution automatically. I don't know if you've ever had that. It has happened to me several times where I go to sleep and I'm thinking about this issue. How can I do it? How can I do it? All right. And then I fall asleep. And then sometimes you have a dream, or sometimes you wake up at the middle of the night and then boom, an idea pops up of how you can do that differently. Do you know why? Yeah. It's because now the moment you begin to look forward to something, the brain switches. It begins to look for ways of making that thing happen. The subconscious mind switches automatically. That's how we are wired. So the moment you begin to think about money as evil, as bad, as people who have money are proud, they boast, you know what? You're not going to have any money in your life because you hate people who have it, all right? So to you, money is uncomfortable and the subconscious supports you, all right? Your conscious mind may want money, but your subconscious, you know, the one which is 100 times more powerful than the conscious mind, supports what you feel because it connects with your feelings more than your conscious mind. When you go to sleep, your conscious mind sleeps. Your subconscious mind does not sleep. It begins to implement things that make you uncomfortable. It begins to find ways of disconnecting you from those things. This is a test I've worked with the students, those who are forgetful, and I've told them every time you wake up in the morning, just remember one thing for me. Just tell me every morning you wake up at 15 hours, which foot stepped on the floor, the first between your left and your right foot. Left and right. If you do it for 3 days, it becomes automatically. Every time you wake up, you know it's my left foot stepping on the floor. Do you know why? Because you are interested. Your subconscious mind looks forward to doing that. So it begins to give you a million ways of connecting to ways of remembering that particular thing. So have a health. Guys, if we are talking to you, if you're enjoying this, please let us know what you think of this discussion. But I'm just supporting what Bupe was saying about a health relationship. So it has to do with your so you have to reprogram your subconscious mind from feeling like money is evil, all right? From feeling like people that have money are proud, right, to begin to think of how many good things money can do for you. Do you know how nice it is to drive yourself in your own car without a loan? Do you know how that feels? Do you know how it feels to live in a house where you're able to just move and there's space people visit, they can sleep in their own bedrooms, you know, a nice living room, some air cons inside, a nice big yard. Do you know that feels? Do you know how it feels to wake up in the morning and never have to worry about food? Do you know? See, what if you could live a life where you don't have to worry about paying rentals? Do you know how that feels? So begin to think of all these good things that money can do for you. I promise you, your subconscious will pick it up. You won't even realize it. You begin to look for ways of how you can make genuine money, right? People that have a very bad relationship with money are usually swindled because they look for shortcuts. They look for shortcuts. Do you know why? They don't think it is possible to do things the legitimate way. So they go for shortcuts and they end up being swindled. So, Wupe, that point you brought, my friend, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Guys in the comments, tell us what you think about this discussion. Please give us your feedback. Let us know what you
And
think.
what's your number 3?
My number 3, bad money habit.
Yeah.
You see, my number 3. Why are you smiling, Wupe?
I'm going to say something that'll crack me up. That's how it always works.
All right.
And
Okay. My number 3 bad money habit is sense of entitlement.
Okay.
Sense of entitlement. That's my number 3 bad money habit. Sense of entitlement. You know, when you are entitled, you feel entitled to your money, it will be twice as hard for you to grow. And here's how people who are entitled speak. Number 1, they say that you know what? It's my money. I worked for it. I decide how I use it. I can do it. If I want, I can even burn it. All right. But also, they say I can give whoever I want to give because it's my money. They don't want to be advised. Don't advise me. Mbombaneka Shandi. You live once. They even say you live once. The moment somebody says you live once, just know they have been making a lot of stupid decisions in their life. That's how I know somebody's been making a lot of stupid decisions. The moment they say, you know what, you live once, immediately I know this person has been making a lot of stupid decisions in their life. All right? Because you die once, you don't die twice. You live for many years. All right?
Yeah.
So the moment somebody tells me that you live once, I know they're about to do something stupid or they have been doing something very stupid in the past.
You see why I was
bad money mindset. So having a very good money mindset, Wupe, requires that you don't become entitled. Now, let me explain this. A sense of entitlement is so toxic that nobody's going to want to be close to you, including your wife or your husband or your fiance or anybody that you are seeing. Do you know why? Because the moment you are entitled to your money, you don't take advice.
Yeah.
You know what? You say, I've worked for it. So you can just wake up one day and go to Livingstone to dance. Or you can wake up one day and just send money to people who don't even like you. People don't even like you, just give them money. Because you're entitled. And if you are married, you're going to be you find that you can do whatever you want with your money without informing your wife or your husband because you feel you got paid for it, you worked for it. So your wife, your husband is useless. Not that you are telling them directly, but that's what it means. If you are a husband and then you get paid, then you get money, you send to your mother. And I'm going to use the example of your mother because your mother is important to you. But even that, when you get money, a sense of entitlement is seen. You get paid, then you send to your mother without informing your wife or without informing your husband. That's how you know you're entitled. Because if you don't have that sense of entitlement, you're going to consult your fiance or your wife or your husband. So there's this money, or my mom is having a problem. How do we help her? Or my brother has a problem. How do we help him? But when you are entitled, you feel it's okay to spend money on your relatives or anything that you like because you are the one who goes for work.
Yeah.
That prevents you from moving forward. It makes you fail to invest because you feel entitled. You begin to misuse money because you feel entitled. The moment you begin to look at your money as family money, know that I'm going to be accountable to someone else, it prevents that sense of a responsibility. It brings about accountability to become more responsible to how you use your money. So don't be too entitled. Seek advice. Sometimes people will tell your workmates, but there are people who work, Wupe, but they're always asking for food at work. From the people they get the same salary with.
Yeah.
Do you know why? It's because they are so entitled to their money that they spend all of it within a week when they get paid. And then they begin to bother workmates for food, transport. All right? So a sense of entitlement is such a very bad, you begin to eat beans every day, like Philemon is saying, because you're so entitled. I think that's my number 3. What do you think about that?
Beans.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I really like that. I mean, stewardship, I mean, money is it is about stewardship also. And like we're always talking about, Shadrach, it's not just about how much money you make, it's about how much
Yeah,
money you keep and for
yeah,
how long. So if
yeah,
you cook your money with your beans, thank you, Philemon. Also hilarious. If you cook your money with your beans, tomorrow comes
yeah,
like you have said. We live every day, but we die once. So when you cook your
yeah.
money with your it will come
Mm.
and haunt you the same way gas haunts us with things. So use
Yeah,
it wisely. Yeah.
yeah.
So and I think
What's your money habit number 4?
my money habit number 4, I was just gonna say now, is neglecting financial literacy, which ties in very well with yours.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I was talking this afternoon about how to keep your money, and in the book, in the ebook I have out now, I talk about money has a 3-stage cycle. You earn, you keep, and you grow money and repeat that cycle. But there are a lot of people who believe because they've got a degree or a diploma and they've been employed and they earn money, they know it all about how to handle money and neglect getting knowledge about how to keep and how to grow money. So I think a
yeah,
bad habit, if you keep doing where you think you know it all, you don't have a sense of teachability. You don't have that hunger to learn more in life, specifically about how you can keep and grow your money just because you know how to earn it. I think that's a terrible thing to keep at. So start to learn, create a new habit by being constantly learning about money. What do you think?
That's a very true aspect, Whoopi, and I agree with you. But because when you don't learn, the Bible says a man that increases in knowledge is a powerful one. Do you know why? Because knowledge gives you freedom.
Yeah.
Knowledge gives you freedom more than it gives you power. That's why they say knowledge is power, because it gives you freedom to choose. It gives you freedom from danger. It gives you freedom from poverty. It gives you freedom from a lot of things that can harm you. All right. So
Yeah.
the ability to learn and to be teachable is an
Yeah.
asset. If you have money, you don't learn. Don't want to learn how to invest. Don't want to learn how not to invest. Don't want to
Mhm.
learn how to purchase things, how not to purchase things, how to grow, how not to grow. You not improve. So
Mhm.
invest in financial literacy. The inability to learn is a case that must be avoided when it comes to money. Money requires people that are always learning from their mistakes, from others, and from those that have failed and those that have succeeded. So I think I agree with you, Whoopi, 100% on that.
Mhm. And what is your number 4?
Yeah, my number 4 money habit is debt, unnecessary debt. There are people, Whoopi, who are just in debt cycles. Kashinga Bushilu, I don't understand. There are people who are in cycles of debt. Nakumukwa squad butala Kongola fe. Kunchito ali Kongola, kuli ba neba ali Kongola, kuba iche bakwe, abakalamba bakwe, ba wishi, amana pongo shikonza ali Kongola. So that habit is bad. And I'm just being honest with you. There are people who are living like that. In fact, they have debt ku banki, ku
Yeah.
airport, ku finka, ku EFC. So now they have no peace. All right. If you don't have peace, it is difficult to
Yeah.
grow money. Money
True.
stays where there's peace. Money
Yeah.
loves peace because a peace of mind gives you a chance to have lucrative ideas and to think about things that are going to improve your life. When you are happy, you are giving your subconscious mind a chance to show you what it can do for you. Guys, there
Yeah.
is something in here that God has given. It's a gift. The brain is a gift. If you use it to your advantage, it benefits you. I've been studying the brain from 2012. I've been doing my research on the brain since 2012, and I've been improving every now and then, Wope.
Yeah.
I started my journey on the brain in 2012. Up to today, I've never stopped. I keep learning new things every single time I read about the brain because
Yeah.
it's an asset that can help you improve your life. All right. So if you are in too much debt, it's a very
Yeah.
bad money habit because when you get paid, you pay debt. You sell
Yeah.
something, you pay debt. So it's like money does not stay with you. You work for your friends. When you are owing people, you are a slave.
You are a
Debt is not
slave.
a good thing. Debt
Nope.
is bad. If you can avoid debt, please avoid. There are people who go kunchto, basinda side advance, bamkunwina, nangwapera girlfriend. Or I'll go a picture and post about social media for the chat after I'm paying NPA. There are people like that, and they're happy. So avoid unnecessary debt. That's a very bad money habit because debt hinders your progress. Debt puts you in a box where it's hard for you to jump. All right. So if you can eliminate debt in your life, you are a free man. You're a free woman. You have a chance to grow. And I'm being this honest, and sometimes I get a bit brutal because that's when the point to be heard. I want it to just get it. All right.
Yeah.
Because guys, I talk to people every day about money. All right.
Yeah.
And one thing I've come to appreciate about adults, they appreciate facts. Adults appreciate being frank with them because they know it's what's going to work and help someone else out there. All right. A lot of people try shinga sana bata when it comes to money. That's why some of us don't progress because too much we shinga bata. But if we're honest about money, it helps a lot. Avoid unnecessary debt. That's a very bad money habit. Only borrow if it's going to be for investment, for scaling up your business, not for consumption. If you are borrowing for consumption, you are enslaving yourself. Some people even borrow. They are so much in love with debt that they are willing to borrow on someone else's behalf. There are people with those they are willing to go and borrow money on someone else's behalf because they are so much in love with debt. They just can't stop borrowing. Someone has a problem. Why is it your business to go and start borrowing money for them? How is that your problem? It's not your fault that people have problems. Don't enter into debt because someone else has a problem. That's not your problem. Tell them, I'm so sorry, I feel for you, be empathetic, be genuine, but tell them, I can't borrow money on your behalf. I'm sorry. Okay? But so if you begin to avoid debt, it also shows maturity, but also shows respect for health. When you have people are calling you that they want money from you, it's not good for your health as well. You are putting your life at risk because you have too much debt. You don't have a peace of mind. So I think that's my bad money habit number 4, unnecessary borrowings.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like I have a lot of thoughts to add to that, but we've run out of time. And I think so I'll quickly run to my next one. It is
number 5.
Not being.
Yes, what's the number 5?
It's not being, I think it's number 4, not being resourceful. Not being resourceful. Let me explain that. Not being resourceful. Shadrach, there are a lot of people who are not doing anything right now because they're waiting for someone to sponsor their business to give them capital. Right?
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, I'm not doing this because I don't have money. Right? And they're not doing anything. So I have this grand business plan. And I was saying, even this afternoon in my life, where we have an avocado tree outside, right? Outside of our house. So when the season came for avocados and they were falling, we picked up all the avocado trees. And now we have, I think, close to 200 trees of avocados outside, which we could sell them, right? As avocado seedlings. We could plant them, but we have them. That's a form of money, right? Which we can use to start our investment. But there are a lot of people who don't dig. The ebook that I just put out is another example. I've put out an ebook. I have a smartphone which I use. I typed out my book either on my computer or on my smartphone. It didn't cost me much except me. I was the capital, right? But there are a lot of people who will sit and wait and say, I don't have money, therefore I can't do anything. And people are not willing to do things that seem like embarrassing jobs to help them get to the next stage. So for me, a bad habit, just making excuses, not being resourceful, because you know what, if you want something to be done, you will find a way. But most people just like to find an excuse, and I don't like that. So for me, not being resourceful.
Fantastic. That's a fantastic point, Upe. I'm going to agree with you with that. Unfortunately, I'm going to just go to my last one because we have run out of time. And that was the number 5 because we started with you, right?
Yeah. Scarcity mindset, an unhealthy relationship with money, neglecting financial literacy, and not being resourceful.
Yeah. So, guys, my money habit number 5 is ubutani, akaso. Guys,
Akaso.
no, you should understand there's a difference. Financial discipline is not the same as being stingy. Fiali sana.
Mhm.
When we talk about being disciplined, it's not the same as being wakaso. Utanafia abantu nakumkwashkwali uta. No, that's not the way to grow your money,
Yeah.
right? Money flows. It's a currency, all right? The more you share it, the more it flows. Now, when I say share, I'm not contradicting myself when I say don't be a hero. No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about genuinely sharing money for a good cause, right?
Mhm.
Because money follows greatness. So ngawakwata sana kaso, money does not work like that, right?
Yeah.
Be okay. No, know what I mean? There are people who are so stingy that they can't even invest for themselves. That's what being stingy does to a person. It makes you
Yeah.
fail to invest for yourself, to fail to get a 1,000 kwacha and put into a government bond for yourself, but you're willing to go
Yeah.
and pay a total stranger you don't know to sleep with them in a lodge and book a lodge and buy food for a total stranger, somebody who never even appreciate you in their life. That's what being stingy does. It makes you spend on things that don't benefit you in the long
Yeah.
run because you are so stingy. You're okay going to a bar and buy alcohol for everybody. Next round, all right? But you are not okay investing money for yourself. That's what being stingy does. You are okay helping people with money. You're not okay buying a nice shoe for yourself. You can't spend it. You look like you're about to die, like the owners have shifted because you are so stingy, all right? There are people who are so stingy that they can't even do anything good for themselves with their money. There are people who have money, and then they will say, "Not, I had the 50,000. I don't know where it went."
Where it went.
They
Ah.
don't know. Do you know why? Partly because of being stingy. Stingy
Yeah.
for themselves, not being able to do things for themselves, not being able to invest for themselves, not being able to multiply the money for themselves.
Mm.
They just buy food, all right? They just buy alcohol, or just
Yeah.
leave prostitutes, or people don't like them, or people they don't like.
Yeah.
So don't be
Yeah. I
stingy
don't
with money.
say that.
Let
Do you-
money leave you. Let money leave you to go and multiply. When you are
Yeah.
stingy, keep holding on to money, it won't multiply. The
No.
same as burying money underground.
Either your hand is like this or like this. You have to
Yeah.
leave room for it to flow so that more can
Yeah.
come in, some for you to keep, some for you to share. It's
Yeah.
very important. Very
Yeah.
important. Now, this has been fun. Do you want us to go through some of the comments before we say goodnight? Check if there's any questions.
Okay, we can do that quickly. Let's begin with Olipa. Olipa says, Olipa was calling a friend. Fantastic. Okay,
Thank
this
you
is
for joining
Priscilla.
us, Olivia.
I'm learning a
Thank
lot from the topics you have to teach about. Thanks. Okay, thank you so much, guys.
you.
Danny says, I will watch all the episodes once I'm free. Let's just finish my exams. Otherwise, this is great. Okay, fantastic. Zoe, thank you so much for joining us. She says she's so guilty of the hero mindset.
You are not alone. All of us
You're
have
not
been.
alone. All of us have been there, Zoe. What
Yeah.
does Olipa say? Olipa says also she's also a member of the Halo Mindset. She's also
We've
a
all been
member.
there.
You're not alone, Olipa. You're not alone. What does Priscilla say here? She says the hero mindset is what I'm working on. I noticed that I was just sending a lot of people, a lot on people, or spending a lot on people that I like. And
If
what
not,
Shadik has said, if not for
yeah.
you, no, blah, blah,
How?
blah.
how-
You're not alone,
Yeah.
Priscilla. Believe me, we've been through
Yeah.
that, all of us.
Help setting boundaries. Do reach out, man. Like, yeah, because again, you don't want to damage those relationships completely.
Yeah.
Oh, Princess Barbie, thank you for being here. Blessed evening, my love. Blessed evening to you. Good to have you.
Fantastic. It's good to have you, Barbie. Thank you so much for your support. Hope says, Charlie, Hope was calling your friend. Thank you so much, Hope, for being here.
Oh, special shout out. Good to have you here.
That's in Sokolo.
Yeah, Princess Barbie. Yeah, I long stopped having a hero mindset and now I include everyone. Awesome. Do share some
Fantastic.
how you transitioned from the hero mindset to finally getting place where you are so done with that? Like, how have you protected those relationships, or did you lose some? Do share with us. We would love to hear it.
So now she involves all the siblings and said, you know what, let's help mom. Let's help. That's a good thing.
That's
Yeah.
an excellent thing. Yeah, I'm
Okay, so that
relating.
was fantastic.
So,
Thank you so much.
you,
Okay, I was calling your friend. Thank you, Hope.
yeah,
Zoe, yeah,
we,
giving is a weakness. We understand. Thank you so
but
much.
it's
All right.
beautiful
Thank you,
strength.
Nsokolo.
Yeah, I sometimes feel guilty. Yeah, just it's just working on your mind as well.
Yeah.
Hope. Mhm. Me bad. Thank God I've learned. Yes, you have learned
It's
and
a,
you've done a job. Let us
mm,
know by saying no and being okay with it. Yes,
yes.
sis. Yes. Shadrach is correct. Me, imagine me in planning. When we're planning for these sessions, when we come on, I even know. It's going to be drama. Yeah. Black
Black
tax.
tax. Yeah.
Something we need to come and talk about before the end of the year, Shadrach. Thanks,
We need to
Oli.
talk about that a lot. All
Yeah.
right. Okay, this was
Yeah.
okay. Buchi, thank you
Follow.
so much.
Special
We
shout
have
out to you
Daniel.
for being here. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
demanding partner can easily be replaced. That's very true. Daniel knows the drill. These are the men, all right? He knows the
This is
drill.
the video. I like the purpose for money is to take things away. Yes, too many people try to undermine the importance of money. It may not buy you happiness, yes, at the top, but it's right under there next to it. Let's have a good relationship with guys. With money, guys. Money is a good thing. Money never stays where. Yes, if it's not respected, it doesn't stay.
That's the point. That's the
So
point. You have to respect money for
money
it to
must
stay
be
in your
respected.
house. That's very important.
Yeah. Okay. I can cook beans. Cook beans with
I can
my
cook beans with money if I want. It's my money. I work for it. Sense of entitlement. Yeah? It's not
money.
a good thing. It's not
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yeah.
So guys, we appreciate you coming through this evening. You know what, Whoopi, my friend, I can't thank you enough.
Oh,
You're such an
it's a good
amazing
time.
host. Thank you very much, my friend. You know what, it's been
Thank
awesome.
you.
Our audience, we love you for constructive feedback. And you
So
know,
good.
sometimes look, this is truth and transformation, guys. All right. So Whoopi and I are just as honest as we possibly can.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
So we
Thanks, Shadrach.
appreciate your support.
Fun.
Have a good night, guys. We're going to see
Good
you
night.
in our next episode on Friday next week. Bye bye.
Sweet.